Happy Friday, boys and girls. What's up? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. I'm your host every morning, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. That, my handle across most socials. This, the podcast, being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code is JUICE in the search bar. Knocks $30 off the already 50% off they got going on right now at OmahaSteaks.com with their semi-annual sale. 100% money back guarantee on anything you order from OmahaSteaks.com. Heading into, well, the real heart of the fall. Grilling, tailgating. Awesome to take Omaha Steaks to a tailgate. I'm telling you, the boxes those things come in are very, very cool, very convenient, very easy. You can either defrost or for the burgers, you just chuck them right on the grill. No defrosting necessary. Bang, eating in probably 15, 20 minutes. Good stuff with OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code JUICE in the search bar. Okay, I'm wearing a hat backwards because I got to snap the losing streak here, okay? These are paper cuts. We're not having like catastrophic losing days, but that's 3 straight losing days. We lost less than a half a unit, but because I laid minus 140 on the Vegas Golden Knights under, and I thought I was all slick. This is the beautiful thing. My co-host on the Bostonian versus the Book, around the city of Las Vegas, there are City of Las Vegas trash cans all over the place. CLV. If you've seen Dave's tweets, he has pictures of himself with these trash cans all over the city of Las Vegas. Closing line value. That is a very catchy term for those of you who are around the sports betting space. Everyone loves talking about being on the right side of closing line value. Well, I tell you what, I had the best price on the planet. I had the best number on the planet for 2 games. 6.5. I was on both the St. Louis Blues and the Arizona Coyotes under 6.5. Did not give that out last night. That was a personal play. Vegas Golden Knights, official play. That did not come in. Chicago did. They lost 4-0. That came in. So that was, we're down 0.4 there, right? Win a unit, lose 1.4. Astros win plus 102. So we won plus 1.02 units there, right? So it was all wrapped up on the Saints game. And when you have fake punts and pick sixes, bye-bye. The streak is over for primetime unders. That game was sloppy, ugly, and poorly played, and I'm not sure either one of those football teams are all very good. But the Saints stink, okay? They stink. They lost the game, but the Jags shouldn't be walking out of there feeling all high and mighty with themselves as to what happened. They took their foot off the gas. They thought the game was over, and they almost blew it. Really feel for Foster Moreau, who's dealt with a really rough offseason dealing with cancer and being sick, and then he dropped that touchdown that would have tied the game and blah, blah, blah. So we go 2-2. So that's flat, but because of the juice, we laid down 0.48, I think it's what it is. So we won 3 units on Monday. We lost a little on Tuesday. We lost a little over a unit on Wednesday, lost less than a half a unit on Thursday. So we are pretty much down for the week, but we have a lot to come. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So last week, we had a flat Friday, awful Saturday, amazing Sunday. Let's see what happens this weekend with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the picks. 3 picks in 2 sports going here for today. I'm not betting the college football games during the week. I don't like them all, and there's so many wild games on Saturday. I don't need to get into too much here. We're going to kind of watch and see how things go with college football. We'll get to Saturday because there's big games, and we'll play a lot of them coming up on Saturday. So no need to get involved with college football until tomorrow. So today, 1 hockey bet and 2 baseball bets. Let's start with hockey, and then we'll go to baseball. 2 games, only one that I like. The Islanders are at home against the Devils. These are projected expected goaltenders. If there's a goalie change, this is bad news because both of this bet really does hinge on the goaltenders. I'm betting overnight. If there's a goalie change, you guys can either fade or follow it or just not do it at all. But Sorokin against Vanacek, it's supposed to be the matchup in net. Sorokin's been tremendous so far this year. He's 2-0. Giving up 2 goals in 2 games. Last year, in 2 games against the Devils, and the Devils were young last year too. They were a pretty potent team last year too. 2 games, 4 goals given up in those 2 games. So basically, he's 1 or 2 goals he's going to give up here. Vanacek has given up 4 goals and 3 goals in his first 2 games here this season, and he's 1-1. And in the 2 games last year against the Islanders, he gave up a total of 7 goals. That's not great. I have a home dog. Home dogs in the NHL right now, dogs in general in the NHL have been cashing consistently, but home dogs really have been cashing consistently. If you want to bet under 6, I don't mind that at all, okay? But I'm going to avoid totals today. I'm going to try to get away from it because I had a kind of a crazy day yesterday. Baseball, I mean, for back-to-back days, these are the runs when you get into baseball that I kick myself because in Game 3, I bet Astros team total over, game over, run line, money line. In Game 4, I did the same thing. I hit the last 8 bets on that game. Now, I bet over 9.5. We talked about that last night. Talked about run line. Talked about money line. Talked about doing that all again in Game 4, right? I said do it again, right? Well, we gave money line and we got that right. Hopefully, some of you guys on the Discord channel said you trailed all 4 of those bets. Hopefully, you guys did because it saved my entire night. It was great. I didn't bet as much. I bet more on hockey, and I ended up losing money on hockey because I did not pull the trigger on the Bruins puck line. I was gun shy after what happened. I was like, man, I don't know. The Bruins were still playing. Bruins won the game. What was the final score of the Bruins game last night? 3-1. So the Bruins did win on the puck line, but barely. They're up 3-0 at a goal. That was kind of scary. So kind of glad I didn't bet that because I was already going through Chicago 4-0. How many goals were the Avalanche going to score? Mrazek was great, by the way. He gave up 4 goals. He could have given up 15. He was phenomenal. He got peppered like crazy. The Blackhawks, by the way, 5 games on the road, like we talked about. They go home for their home opener this coming weekend. I think it's Saturday. They play Vegas, and then they play the Bruins. Yikes. NHL did not do them any favors. 5 straight road games to start the year, and then Vegas and Boston to start the season at home. That's not great. Chicago is now they're 4-0 to the under so far this year. Every game they have played has gone under, and mostly it's because of them. No, 5-0 to the under. So now they're 5-0 to the under. 2-3 on the season, but what they've lost 3 of the last 4, right? They've lost 3 of the last 4. So they lost 3-1, 3-2. They won 4-1, and then they lost tonight 4-0. So we'll probably look at Vegas on the puck line for Saturday. Just saying, given the way that Vegas has played, Vegas has won on the puck line consistently. They won on the puck line again here tonight, 5-3, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-2, and 5-3. So they're 4-1 so far in the puck line this year against the Blackhawks this weekend. Probably a good bet for us to jump on the Vegas Golden Knights to take care of business pretty easily against the Blackhawks coming up here on Saturday. But that's in the future. All right, for this bet, plus 105, the Islanders. They're at home. I'm going to take the better goaltender here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump on Sorokin, and I'm going to jump on the home dog. I know I've seen a bunch of people who like the Islanders to win, but I've seen a bunch more that like the Devils. This game is going to be on the NHL Network, so you're going to have a chance to watch this thing nationally. So 1-1 Devils team, 2-0 for the Islanders, and everyone's like, okay, the Islanders are playing a bit above their heads, and watch out because this young team in the Devils, they're starting to fly around. They lost 2 home games to Arizona and Florida. I don't really know how good they are, to be quite honest. I got a home dog. I'm taking the Islanders. Better goaltender with Sorokin in net. Islanders, money line, plus 105 for 1 unit. I also like the under 6 as well. If you want to go with that, I'm just going to not bet totals today and give my nerves a break here. Money line, Islanders. But I will be on the under as well, most likely. All right, to baseball. Let's go in the order the games will be played. So the first game of the day is going to be 2:00 Pacific time. That is today. Astros against the Rangers. Game 5 of the American League Championship Series. Verlander against Montgomery. Look, total's 8.5. We have an Astros team that currently is a dog. You can find anywhere from even money, plus 102 here in Vegas. Most are somewhere in the, minus 110 range now, minus 106. somewhere in that range. So basically, we're just going to use, I got plus 102, but you guys are not going to be able to get that. So I don't think that's fair for me to go ahead and use that price because I got it right when it posted. I immediately jumped on it. So we'll just go with, minus 110. We'll just go with 1.1 units because I like the Astros to win again. The Astros against lefties during the regular season hit 270. During the postseason, they're hitting 261. Yordan Alvarez crushes lefties. And I know that Jordan Montgomery has pitched really, really well in his first two starts. But this is Justin Verlander. I don't know what to do with the total. I think the under is in play. Okay, 2-0 was this matchup when the teams pitched in game one. It was 2-0. But that's the Astros team at home. The Astros are a totally different team on the road, and they are a totally different team in this ballpark playing at Globe Life. It is wild to see what they have done, all right? 14, 13, 12, 8, and 10. They've scored double-digit runs in 4 of the last 5 games they've played at Dallas. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the ballpark. I don't know what it is about the lineup, but they rake on the road, and they rake in Texas. So I don't really want to sit and say, like, the Astros can't score 7 runs against this pitching staff today because the bullpen got burned yesterday. There's not much behind Montgomery. There's not a lot, right? This is the depth problem for the Rangers. Their bullpen is not good. We talked about that. People are making fun of me going like, Matt, that bullpen looks pretty good so far. Yeah, now, this is why a 7-game series in the DS is probably necessary because it's much more difficult during a 7-game series than a 5-game series. You could win a 5-game series and then not have to go too deep into your bullpen. 7-game series, you get stretched out, and the bullpen needs to be there. Rangers bullpen is not great. I like the bullpen for the Astros much better. I know this is going to be tough because of what Montgomery has done, and folks are going to be on the Rangers, okay? I think the Astros win Game 5. I think the Rangers can win Game 6, and then we're on to a Game 7 for the American League Championship Series for a chance to go to the World Series. Right now, the Rangers are dogs. They're dogs in this series. It's 2-2. Astros have home field, and the Astros are favored. I'm taking the Astros money line. Alvarez against Montgomery. I'll take maybe the best hitter on the planet right now, and Yordan Alvarez, who almost hit a grand slam, but then Abreu right behind him hit a 3-run bomb. This lineup is raking. This lineup is hot. Maybe the game doesn't go over, but it could be a 5-1 win for Houston. I'm taking the Astros money line here at plus 102 personally, but officially we'll lay the 1.1 units. Astros money line 1.1 units to win Game 5, to win all 3 games in Texas, and to go back home up 3-2. The Astros are a weird team. They're just a strange team. Okay, to the nightcap. Sanchez against Mantiply. I don't know much about this kid for Arizona. I'll be frank. I really don't know much about him. But what I do know is the Phillies didn't play well yesterday, and they probably should have won the game. I mean, it was crazy. It's now 21-8 when a team scores first in a series in these playoffs, or in a game in these playoffs, they win the game. Astros scored first and won. The Phillies scored first and lost. I think the Phillies are going to score first. I think the Phillies are going to go up 3-1, and I think the Phillies will be looking to close this thing out coming up tomorrow. I do think there's a real chance for the Diamondbacks to win tomorrow to force this thing back to Philadelphia. But I think the Phillies are just a better lineup right now. The Phillies are a hotter team. And a 2-1 win, it felt like they did everything in their power. They got every break. The umpire behind the plate was awful yesterday. I mean, look, the bullpen came in and pitched really well for the Diamondbacks. It was impressive. But their offense is anemic still. They won 2-1. If the Phillies score 3 runs, it feels like the game's over. I don't think this lineup can score against the arms that the Phillies are going to run out there. And for that reason, I mean, Sanchez has been phenomenal on the road this year. Now, it's a small sample size, I know, but this is a guy who we bet during the regular season because of his road ERA. He had a sub-2.2 road ERA. He was great. I got to go with the better pitcher. I got to go with the better bullpen. I got to go with the better lineup here. Phillies, minus 125. money line to win Game 4 here and take a 3-1 lead over the Diamondbacks in the National League Championship Series. 1.25 units down. I'm taking the Phillies to win here on the road in game number 4. All right, Friday, 3 bets as we head towards the weekend. We're going New York Islanders, money line, plus 105. Houston Astros, money line, minus 110. Philadelphia Phillies, money line, minus 125 for us here on a Friday. We'll put the totals down for a day, go back to them coming up tomorrow for college football with unders. By the way, have you seen the Iowa-Minnesota total? If it closes at 30.5, it's going to be the lowest total in the history of college football betting in a non-service academy game. 30.5. Are you kidding me? In college football. That's unbelievable. More on that on Saturday's podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. Every single morning, the Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.